Hi, today we've got Ryan Buckley from toofr. Ryan, thanks for joining me.
Nice to be here.
For sure. Ryan, tell me a little bit about your role at toofr and what toofr is really all about.
So I'm the owner, founder, the sole owner. I built it over the course of several years to solve the main problem that sales reps these days have, which is how do you find good email addresses quickly? You're reading about somebody, you're looking at their LinkedIn profile, you're out there meeting people at conferences, and you remember someone's name, you know what company they work for, but like, shoot, I need the email address in order to actually continue the conversation. So we help sales reps and a lot of recruiters and like a fair amount of other industries, but it's mostly sales and recruiting, get business email addresses.
Okay, very cool. So do you have like, how do you differ? Because there are other services that offer this, right? And so,
there's a lot.
Your unique advantage.
Yeah. So we've been doing this for a long time. Over the last 5 years, I've collected a lot of data on the most common pattern for these emails.
Yep.
And recorded those. So at this point, there are millions and millions of them. And we've also tested a lot of data sources over the years and have identified the best ones.
Okay.
So toofr uses both its own internal data as well as some external sources.
Okay.
Compiles it all together. There's a neat little algorithm that computes a score, which we've tweaked over the years. And so when people run toofr side by side with the others in this category, most of the time they find that toofr's results are a lot better.
Interesting. So how many different verification sources do you go through before you validate a particular email address?
Yeah, it changes. We take them online, we take them offline. Right now we're using 3. We've used as many as 6.
Got it.
But as they come on, and if it makes sense and the price is right and we can negotiate a good deal, then we'll incorporate it in, study the signal, and then incorporate it into the score.
Understood. How much does your service cost?
Starts at just $29 a month.
Okay. And what do you get for that?
You get 350 verified emails.
350 verified emails. And then do you have API solutions as well?
Absolutely. So some of our biggest customers use that. We actually have plans that are not visible on the website that go as high as $2,500 per month. And frankly, like even some of the like competitors in our category actually use toofr as one of their back end sources. So we allow people to resell the data and essentially incorporate it into their web app.
Got it. Talk to me about a particular case study. A client who may have used toofr, and talk to me about what's the average balance ratio, et cetera. But the value that they actually got out of the using toofr and how it may have maybe positively impacted their business.
Yeah. So I'll just pick one of the testimonials because then I know that they're okay with me using their name. A business intelligence company called Looker has been using toofr for a while now. And what they found was they actually use a team of virtual assistants to compile their lists, which is actually pretty common because getting the first names and last names can be a little tedious. And in order to keep that information as accurate and timely as possible, you need to go to real-time sources like conference websites or LinkedIn or something. And LinkedIn these days is getting harder and harder to automatically pull data from. So people are doing it manually, but they were having those assistants then do all of the email testing themselves. And found that by using toofr, they were able to get, I think that their number was like 80% more efficient in the use of that virtual team's time.
Got it. Do you have any numbers around actual dollars or ROI perspective from that? Efficiency is certainly strong, right? That's a strong factor. I love the fact that, hey, people can save time. It's worth it, especially at the rates you're talking about. But have you ever seen like massive impact from them actually collecting the email addresses, doing some serious amounts of marketing automation or email marketing, and then actually impacting their bottom line?
Yeah. I don't have any information where they haven't
they don't come back to you because then they're like, I'm going to raise my rates.
No, I do believe that toofr is pretty darn cheap right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then I also know that some of the superpower users on the $2,000 plus per month plans, they actually have the lowest churn. It's very rare that I lose one of them, so I know that
your retention rate is telling you everything you need to know.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Talk to me a little bit about what toofr looks like in the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, so it is a crowded space, as you know, and on crowd reviews, you can look at the rest of the space out there. So the way that I'm going to differentiate is because toofr is a very lean operation, I'm going to keep the cost low. The other guys are going to be fundraising and having to hit sales targets and expanding their teams and increasing their rates. So competitive advantage number one, toofr's rates are going to stay low. The second thing that I'm really excited to release is we started to build our own email lists and put them up for sale. I want to build a list marketplace where toofr users can use the data that they've collected from toofr, compile it, and then sell it, and essentially give them an opportunity to even make their subscription money back. Because they'll send to that list, and then it kind of goes into the trash pile. Well, your trash is some other sales rep's treasure.
Exactly.
And I haven't seen any other marketplaces.
No one's doing that with good quality email addresses, right?
Yeah. There are places where you can like give them access to your inbox, and they kind of like scrape it and then resell your inbox data, and people get freaked out about that for good reason. So this is a safer alternative to that, and it's kind of sales reps helping out other sales reps.
For sure. Yeah. When do you expect that coming out, and what type of industries were you going to initiate with?
So I want to build it I'm going to start building it this quarter, probably release it next quarter. And the beautiful thing about it is the reps themselves, whatever industries they're prospecting into, like they're just going to release those lists. So I definitely have customers going after every single industry. So I would expect a lot of diversity.
What are you expecting the cost to be for that?
Probably similar to the list that I've put up for sale already, less than $100 for a couple thousand contacts.
So do you already have lists up for sale?
I've been doing fundraising lists myself just to kind of test it. And, I sell like maybe 10 to 15 per month, which is another couple $1,000s of MRR, that's like, cool, I'll take it. Sure. So there's demand for it. And then I also see this as a way to gather more attention and essentially open up the funnel to toofr as well.
Yeah. Do you see any issues around can spam acts or anything like that when you do stuff like that? I'm kind of curious. I mean,
because
I would be interested, right? I'd be interested in getting this, right? But you just wonder, and I don't know anything about the space.
Yeah. So you do have to be honest about who you are, what you're selling, and the email address that you're sending it from. There should be unsubscribe links on it.
I see.
Essentially, toofr is a data dealer. The actual can spam
applies to ones that's sending it.
It applies to the senders of it, and we do encourage everyone to abide by the law. And European law is different than Canadian law and different than US law. But this email marketing industry is alive and well,
for sure.
And you just have to play by the rules. And again, target so that the message is relevant, and then just don't lie about who you are, and don't sell crappy products.
Right. Yeah. All right, very good. Well, I've learned a lot today. We certainly drive visitors to our site that are looking for something like yours. I would highly recommend it. Check out toofr and see if it is a strong match. It sounds like you've got some really good stuff coming up too over the next quarter, as early as a quarter or two. So certainly recommend our visitors to check out toofr. I appreciate your time today, Ryan, very much.
Thank you, Jay. Thanks for having me.
For sure.